It's yet another hot summer day here in Maine. Hot and dry kind of seems to have been the trend. It's not great. So I am currently back because I have my heifers locked in because two reasons. One, there's a heifer that needs blood drawn, and two, there are 3 heifers that received a shot of high-con luteolize 2 days ago. Standard says 3 days they'll come into heat. I find probably 75% of our heifers come in heat within 48 hours. So I always check them. So the one that needs blood is actually for pregnancy testing, which we send to Precision Diagnostics. We do have a vet do repro work, but we only have him come out for that every 2 to 3 months. And so on the in-between, just to keep up, we do send out blood samples to the lab. Now, even if we get a positive, we still have the vet check those cows because you can still have elevated progesterone in your blood for a little while, even after pregnancy loss. And there are quite a few pregnancies lost before 30 days in many species. So that just keeps us from thinking an animal's bred and then lo and behold, 6 months later, they're not. So I'm going to draw her blood. I personally like to use a vacutainer. I just think it's quicker, easier, and it saves on using a syringe and needle each time. So I have that, and then you just use a red top. The tail vein is the best place to just get a quick and easy blood sample. I don't have the ability to draw blood and hold the tail and hold my phone all at the same time. I wish I was that talented, but I'm not. So what you do, and she's gonna dance because unfortunately she's in the last headlock. So what you do is this spot right here through here, that's where you want to poke. So some people I've seen go straight in. I don't really like that. I wouldn't say I go at a 45, maybe a little bit less. You kind of go straight in, and then you're able to put your tube onto the container, and if you struck right, you're going to get blood suctioned in. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Let go for a minute, and I have a cap in my mouth, so, but as you can see, it's at an angle, and I nailed it, and you got some nice blood. I drew the cows in the barn, so now I have 3 animals in here that I gave the shots to be in heat. So obviously we don't have monitoring equipment, so first thing is to watch them. Go by here multiple times a day. I feed them twice a day. You look for any activity such as, you know, riding behavior. Is the heifer you gave a shot to, is she bothering others, or are others bothering her? I have not seen anything as of yet. The other thing is you can look at their anatomy. They'll have a really swollen vulva. They might have vaginal discharge. You might notice that their tail head is kind of roughed up. I'll show you that. So hair is flat. It doesn't really look like anyone's been on her, or her vulvas are pretty unremarkable. They actually are standing 3 in a row. It's never that convenient. I'm actually looking at this one, and I'm seeing a tag right here. That actually looks like dried blood. So I think what happened with her, I think coincidentally I gave her the shot and she bled out yesterday. So what you do in that situation, because you missed your breeding time, is in 7 days you can go back and give her another luteolize. So I'll write her down so I don't forget that. I do have another building, up there, and I have a heifer that's in standing heat. I could watch that. I saw that happening. So she's definitely ready to be bred. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. So heifers, generally, it's mostly, you know, through watched or time breeding. We do use cedars, which are uterine implants, in those harder to breed. I've also had success with double OBSYNC on a group of heifers that were not cycling normally, but it's a heavy use of drugs and I really prefer not to. So that's that. We'll send this out to Precision Diagnostics, and hopefully of the 5 we send out, at least 50% of them will be bred.